Yesterday was a big day for many, as it was when the defamation case between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard finally came to an end. It was a saga that had a lot of ups and downs, with all sorts of people testifying and presenting evidence to try and show that either Johnny Depp was an abuser or Amber Heard was lying about everything that happened in the relationship. All eyes were on the jury's deliberations over the past few days to see where things could go, and the results were ones that were very revealing and eye-opening in all the ways that matter. We'll break it down for you. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 6. How Wednesday began. Wednesday, June 1st was when everything went down, and it wasn't guaranteed to happen that way, but it did. The jury had talked in the later parts of last Friday all through Tuesday and parts of Wednesday in order to find a verdict, and then they got one and told the judge to assemble everyone so that they could read the verdict. But there was a twist in this. Johnny Depp was not going to be there. Why? Because he was in the UK and thus had to listen to the jury verdict from there instead of in the courtroom. The actor gave a surprise musical performance at the concert Sunday night at the Sheffield City Hall, about 40 miles southeast of Manchester, for guitarist Jeff Beck's European tour. Many reacted to Depp not being there for the verdict, including Amber Heard's team of lawyers. Your presence shows where your priorities are, according to a statement from Heard's camp. Johnny plays guitar in the UK while Amber Heard waits for a verdict in Virginia. Depp is taking his snickering and lack of seriousness on tour. Amber Heard was at the courthouse when the verdict was ready to be handed down, and so all eyes were on the jury to see what they would say. Number 5. The verdicts that were handed down. The defamation suit from Johnny Depp and the countersuit done by Amber Heard were both up for the jury to decide in this case, something that a lot of people forgot. Depp's suit was for $50 million and Heard's was for $100 million. So with all the flying around, what came from the jury next was honestly a bit surprising. A Northern Virginia jury sided with Johnny Depp overall, finding that former wife Amber Heard defamed him with allegations that he had committed domestic violence. The jury has awarded Depp $10 million in compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive damages. As for Amber Heard, a 7-person jury also awarded $2 million in compensatory damages to her, but $0 in punitive damages. That's a significant win for Johnny Depp, no matter how you look at it. And while Heard did a victory in her own way, it pales in comparison to the one that Johnny Depp did. Both sides fought very hard during the trial to try and get their side to be believed, but based on these results, it would appear as though Depp's side came off as more factual and believable, for better or for worse. And when you need to talk about better or worse, you go to social media to see what they think on things. Number 4. Social media reaction. Yes, when the verdict arrived at last, there were plenty of people talking about the verdict, including many who shouted out their love and support of Johnny Depp, overcome with emotions at the moment. He did it. So proud of him. It has been an honor to fight for truth and justice the past 6 years. Finally, he has received justice, one person wrote on Twitter. On Reddit, some celebrated saying justice is alive and well. On TikTok, the celebration continued, with one user posting a video of herself crying with happiness with the text, "He actually won." The comment section also celebrated the victory, with some writing, "I'm so proud," and justice was served. Within 15 minutes, the video had amassed nearly 25,000 views. As Amber Heard's team noted during their time in court, social media has been almost unilaterally against Amber Heard. Heard said the vitriol from them was massive, and that led to all sorts of alleged threats against her and her newborn child. And to her credit, not everyone was happy that Depp won the case. This case set a horrible precedent for the way victims of abuse will be treated by the court of public opinion in the future. One person wrote, "Not everyone is going to believe that for various reasons, but at the very least, you can see why some would believe that due to how it would look from a certain point of view." Number 3. The Johnny Depp reaction. In a statement, Depp celebrated his victory in his defamation lawsuit against Heard. 6 years ago, my life, the life of my children, the life of those closest to me, and also the lives of the people who for many, many years have supported and believed in me were forever changed, all in the blink of an eye. False. Very very serious and criminal allegations were levied at me via the media, which triggered an endless barrage of hateful content. Although no charges were ever brought against me, it had already traveled around the world twice within a nanosecond, and it had a seismic impact on my life and my career. And 6 years later, the jury gave me my life back. I am truly humbled. My decision to pursue this case, knowing very well the height of the legal hurdles that I would be facing and the inevitable worldwide spectacle into my life, was only made after considerable thought. From the very beginning, the goal of bringing this case was to reveal the truth, regardless of the outcome. Speaking the truth was something that I owed to my children and to all those who had remained steadfast in their support of me. I feel at peace knowing I have finally accomplished that. I am and have been overwhelmed by the outpouring of love and colossal support and kindness from all around the world. I hope that my quest to have the truth be told will have helped others, men or women, who have found themselves in my situation, and that those supporting them never give up. I also hope that the position will now return to innocent until proven guilty, both within the courts and in the media. I wish to acknowledge the noble work of the judge, the jurors, the court staff, and the sheriffs who have sacrificed their own time to get to this point, and to my diligent and unwavering legal team who did an extraordinary job in helping me to share the truth. Best is yet to come, and a new chapter has finally begun. Veritas nunquam perit. Truth never perishes. That is indeed a fair thing to say, given that he has been trying to prove his truth throughout this entire process. Depp has maintained his innocence and has fought tooth and nail for a long time, and now, finally, at last, he has gotten a verdict that truly goes in his favor and showcases that he wasn't guilty of what he was accused of. That's not to say that his journey is over, as there are still a lot of things left to be handled. But for this moment in time, which might last a few days, you can truly say that he has had a weight lifted off of him, and he is going to revel in that feeling for as long as it lasts. Number 2, how Amber Heard reacted. Heard released a statement Wednesday afternoon reacting to the jury siding with Depp. The disappointment I feel today is beyond words. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence was still not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband. I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicity shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously. I believe Johnny's attorney succeeded in getting the jury to overlook the key issue of freedom of speech and ignore evidence that was so conclusive that we won in the UK. I am sad I lost this case, but I am sadder still that I seem to have lost a right that I thought I had as an American to speak freely and openly. This is a true contrast for what came from Johnny Depp, because Amber Heard focuses on the impact of this verdict overall instead of herself overall. Some have found this disingenuous, while others have called out how she thinks her one case that she may have been lying in throughout is affecting all women, especially when there have been a lot of recent cases of women fighting back against their abusers and winning their cases. Number 1, the next step. If you wanted a true timeline for all that happened, it's a long one. The allegation started in 2016, then it grew via the op-ed in 2018, and then there was the UK libel case that Amber Heard ended up winning, and then there was the defamation case here in 2022 that just ended. So now that the defamation case is done, is this feud over? We highly doubt it. On the side of Johnny Depp, he might just let this go as this defamation case went his way. So he honestly has nothing left to prove right now that the jury sided with him. On the other side, Amber Heard is not likely to let this go just yet. She just lied in front of everyone, and her reaction noted she thinks this is a step back for those who have been abused and trying to get the truth out. There are already rumors and reports that she might file an appeal. Whether that happens and is allowed to stand isn't known at present, but given all that has happened between these these two up to now, we honestly wouldn't be surprised. And there you have it, everyone. A look at what all has gone down in the last day and how things fell out from the verdict that was handed down by the jury. Were you so surprised that the jury went so overwhelmingly in favor of Johnny Depp, or was this a natural response to the things his side presented to try and prove his innocence? Do you think Amber Heard will try and fight this? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.